Just want to say not big thing. Find it about Joe Hunyadi some articles, whatever. Joe Hunyadi is called the White Knight. Of course, the Hungarian historians, Hungarian historian in quotes, because they are not nor historians nor Hungarian. So they say this was in fact a mystification or something that in fact it was always everything which is something positive in Hungarians they and I also heard that in general that Perezoi's the global academical mafias, falsifiers, they like to demystify the things, even under. So they say this is just a mystification that Joe Hunyadi. Let's show you about whom I'll talk about, but I'll show it not many times. They made a movie this year, so it's Blake so they say he was called White Knight. It's just a mystification of. Never, they want to say, in fact, he never even called it like this, But here I really saw it under the steps from her videos. Which was, I guess, was that brave. Oh, not heart of correction. That Victoria, I guess. Somebody wrote that mystification main becomes what you hear mythos, Otherwise, mythos is really Jesus says just about mythology called eras, times prehistoric, that in fact was which was left in memory, But they're not those were, I don't know, sci-fi angels and gods and whatever all this, But mist in English means mist, which means cloudy, right? Cloudy, oh my, so it's something covered with mist, so it's not clear. So through action, a man becomes a hero. That hero becomes legend. From legend becomes myth. And through hearing a man takes action. So they don't want you like this, probably, demystifying the things, which is good in sense of you try to see clearly in the mist, mytho, because mythology comes from mythos in Greek. Or not in Greek, is what the heck?
Omyśli.
The S letter is ending, but English mist is. So to demystify in sense of that, try to figure out what was the real thing is good, but the officials are not doing like this, They're not doing not even with the regular history, to try to put together at least a logical way or something. They always push the BS, nonsense and everything. So it's good in that sense, but on the other hand, still is good because it keeps some so mythology and legends keep something spiritual at least, or I don't know, for you from the past, but which is already you don't see clearly what was the real thing, how to say. But that's why I'm doing with the Hungarian historians, the so-called Hungarian historians. But it, of course, probably goes with every countries like this, at least one country. The Persians can be proud. The Cyrus was a king of kings. China, Japan, all these fancy names, the rulership periods or the dynasties, all San and all these fancy, exotic names, names for that things, In Europe, nothing, man. But the funny with Hunyadi, so Joe Hunyadi, you know, said was Valakian origin. Romanian said by his school at Janku, which in fact means John, Romanian is say John like this. But read that backwards Noe, and Hungarian Romanian for Noah is said Noe. The English Noah, Juan is John, or that I'm getting now. But they say Juan, so it's fucking Noah, no? The other end. Ja, but Janko similar again, enki, Enoch. So all these things are the same, man. Enoch, if I just put like Janos in Hungarian, you know. And Romanians call it fucking hair, man. Romanian call it Janku. So let's put this type of car, you know. Enki, Janku. But as he said, he was Valakian origin, because you know, again, the history falsification against Hungarians is clear, so there's no fucking way out there, because you know, the first important king of Hungarian, Stefan, you know, Stefan Warner, but it was interesting, like I said, Stetit, Dark, Pan, no, son name. And this happened in Pannonia, with Hungary called it Pannonia before, but not with Sane. Saneland or Zionland if you want it. Woo! But Hungary is quite Hungary. It says the negre, which is Latin, is black. It's about something else, it's not, you know. The last big king of Hungary is his son, so Jones Hunyadi's son, Matthias, or Venus call it Raven, makes the black arm, everything is black, so it's like 8 times, you know. Hun name is, like I said many times, hunyadi, sleep, extinguish. Fucking hate it, the English language. You know. This is all, so his father is Romanian, he's at least half Romanian, right? Plus his father, so is Joe Hunyadi, the biggest Hungarian military leader in the Hungarian history. So Hungarians were the first big king and last big king. There was Romanian, and even the biggest military leader was Romanian. Joe Hunyadi said full Romanian. There are other sources that I know, it was Serbia, Polish. There are sources that was the son of Sigismund of Luxembourg, so Sigismund also was not Hungarian, but what you saying, also was not Romanian at least, you know. If you want to enter in dispute with Romanians, but of course they don't start in this. They just start in one source which sounds fancy, you know, with that Raven and the ring, you know. Can be disqualified that, oh right, it just really seems like a fairy tale. But there are other sources also from the 16th century who say that he was a son of Sigismund of Luxembourg. And other sources say that, so not says, or whatever, about his son. But, so, you know, and probably there are others, but they don't even put out those sources. Only that he was Romanian origin and I want to say it's a funny thing, you know. Hungary has never a black land, let's say, so or is Saarland or black land. First big king and last big king both have dark names. And interesting, Stefan and Corvinus was the only one who occupied, attention, Vienna. Almost to their end of kingship, how to say. Stefan is said occupied in this year, 8 years later dies. But there was 2 chronicles put in 434 died. Corvinus occupies Vienna. So Stefan occupied Vienna in this year, died in this year or this year. Corvinus occupied Vienna. and died here in Vienna otherwise. Because Vienna interesting people were vintage penny got a light. So I wanted to say hunyadi has Wallachia origin, right? Again, people were vintage fucking black in English. They applied to, English language, the Latin originated, whatever name, what means Wallach otherwise. Walking Hungarian means blind otherwise. Let's see just quickly. Falco means whole pack of wolfesse or something like these animals, Falcon is already the falcon, the hawk. I don't know. And again, you can Polish name Poland. It's Polish or something. Polish head is shiny, right? Or people have an interchange. In Slavic languages, the belly is white. So the Bulgaria also Poland. This means all white. Or if you the Poland was called Polakia also, I guess. That is black again. Hungary negere black. Ukraine current share is black in Slavic. So we are all blacks here or white, so I don't know what the sons of play with here, So hunyadi was Wallachia, I wanna say, which came with the white name also. It was called white knight. But they don't dare to say that black similar to black, Fire in Garam is white. Says the question that hunyadi was a white or Wallachian knight. Interesting the knight also, in English, but they don't put up. So he was a Wallachian origin, which can be black, but he was called as white knight. Another craziness, but of course this puppet fuck-ups look French, the source from French sources. Blanc, in French, blanc is white. So interesting, I observed independently from this, that in the 16th century books the letter tot één letter. And they put the horizontal line on the before previous letters. So, for example, Hungary, they wrote Hungary, they put the here up to the G letter line, probably marking that the N letter is missing. But why? I just see only the N letter is missing, right? And now in this case, is I call it blanc in French, white knight. You already see it. See French, blanc, blanco, or probably Italian also. Blanc means white. But if you take out the N letter, already in English is black. So in Wallachian the same, so he was Wallachian black. Hungarian, but he was Hungarian also, because negere, Hungarian also black. Negere. So it's about all black or, but it's about, you can already think that it's not about person. So it's about something else, man, I don't know what the fuck it is. Stone darkening. Do you see, look at let's begin another. Here I observed something, and that's why. When he sun darkening by moon, total sun eclipse in this year, the dead day of Joe Hunyadi, August 11. That one here, he died. But there was one source puts the September 10th. So in interesting, 2 years later, we have September 11. Look. So blackness again, sun again. Number with enki's number. What the fuck is it? Yeah. So enki's number coming from America, right? Enki, but the enki can be Janusz, John. who can be Noah also, you know. Romania Serbian Kohle, Joe the Young, you know. But Jan Ungarn is good. There is woman, so I don't know. And around and John Julio the interesting picture is a the rebellious French interesting woman, Jean d'Arc. Jean, there was his John also, right? The Ark, you know. Jean, John, Jan or Lani Hungaram is girl, was woman in this case, so not. You can think this all these other Jones also are girls. And nu Hungaran is woman. Like Noe said for Noah in Romania, Hungary. Fuck. Well, it is not no means but nu, like this. You know, to test young also interesting in English. Yin Yang. What the fuck is it? Yin Yang that Oriental and everybody already paints out because all bigger spirituality in the East, especially in the South, you know. Probably some Indian BS, you know. But it was interesting, young, and it has the gene also, so some fantasy, you know, if you want. John, because Hungarian, when we hear the John name as English says, this letter is J in Hungarian, like the yellow, you know, or like J in German. So when we want to transcribe into Hungarian letters, this Johnny, if you say, or je t'aime, we write like je, but the je is sans other voice, so we write like this. Because if you want to pronounce the je and the D letter, same times, it became J, you know, similar to Joe, whatever. Jone, so Gine, what is the English writes Gine? Gynecolog. Gynecolog, wait a minute. Gynecolog means that doctor who occupies with women things. Health, let's say. You know? So what John Jean is really woman, what the fuck? Ah, shit. Jean also is some drink, no? What a room. Probably Enki, Noah, all the Jones were women. What the heck I wanted here? Holy shit. We went out from my hunyadi there was can be Kanato, so Geka interchange, and this is here, you know. Even Santos says. So hunyadi, dat was mis asleep, can be Kanate. With the Turkish mis winken. I don't know, jeans and angels and vampires and I don't know. Anunnakis. Anunnakis are correct. Jason said anekdotis in Greek mythology are Anunnakis. So we have the kunne letter and the letter, or the. But this is the kanat, winged ones. Or as fish, or as bird, because a fish also, if you take as wings, but not swings, not swims in the air like the bird, but in the water, so whatever. So, John hunyadi was Anunnaki, or enki, or what the fuck, you know, look. John hunyadi enters in picture. This is the most biggest Hungarian military book. The author says that he already entered in 1437 in picture, but I don't saw source for that. He says, but I don't saw source for that. So which seems to have source is this here. When he enters in picture, when we have 2 years later, September 11, right? Toen zei one source, like I said, he died not on August 11, but September 10. So he died when he entered the picture. 16 years later. And also the place name of bottle name is called Zar in Hungarian is closes, Zeg is nail, so again, Jesus nail is darkening and shit something, closing something, end time, so I don't know. Joe Hunyadi enters picture plus Hungarian crown, but I write it this many times. Well, don't say again, so Hungarian crown again, you know. Crown testing a crown. As the current with the Slavic, like I said, is Cherny is black again. When the crown is given back to America, in Hungary in the 78, in this last century, and they put write the two books. One is Force the Shadow, you know, again, Shadow, you know, something darkness, and the other is a canto for a gypsy. Canto, interesting canto, but cannot is wing. Wing for the gypsy. Gypsy is also brown, Hungarian Varna, but Hunyadi's last, second biggest lost battle is Varna battle. Which is on November 10 again, you know. But November came to September 10 again. But they're jumping the 2 months, you know. His biggest, he has 2 big lost battles. The one is the, I don't know how it's called in English, with the 48. So no, the first his biggest lost battle is Varna, but Varna in Hungarian is brown, it's the same word. Also in November, you know, so when enters in picture is September 10, Varna first is big lost battle is also September 10, and also does September 10 in one source. Even a major source, Bonfini, who says that it was Valagia. You know? And this is also November 10, so what the heck, Varna. Yeah, crown, yeah. And I said already before that Hungary's first big king, founder and Christianity and all that shit, you know. Saint also. And the last big king is John Hunyadi's son Corvinus, Matthias, you know. Matthias, like, you know, even in case of Jesus, last apostle is Matthias. They kick out Judas, you know. Some last things this Jesus connected some probably if I would dig after things I could put together even more stuff. So the first big Hungarian king Stefan has dark name, even has the wing name, attention. Pan in Romania means not wing but feather. It's the wing. But it was interesting that the wing and black connection because Cherny Slavic black Czechs and Polacks not say Cherny. Cherny say by Ukrainians and Russians and probably others, I don't know. But they said C. So not Cherny but C. Is it C in Hungarian, is it C in German, and I don't know, probably Polish or Czech also, right? They said Sarni, Cerny, what? But in fucking Hungarian, Sarnia, so not Sarn but Sarnia, same word with it's the same. They are consonants, but they are called like they behave like vocals, you know, because vocal means that you can say until you have breath in your lungs, how to say. But the consonants you cannot say. You say the and you already ended, you know. But A, E, O, you can say this, you know. But it's saying the C letters you can also say until you have air, you know, like S, you know. Alright, it's transforms in S. So blocks. You cannot say. It becomes S or whatever. Yeah. It's fucking wing. You know? And here at the chrono, if I'm thinking now about wing, chrono went down to here when Clovis said first unifier of Frankish Vero Moreno in Hispan means darker. And similar, right? Nero in Italian means black. Wings. Vero wing tribes, right? He's king from here. I guess all source for that, so it's not BS. But the Clovis also was called Lodo Vecus or something. Just in holy Hungarian means torte, so like torte. Yeah, but holy Hungarian means moon. So we have the Tartars again. But yeah, so it means moon. Gipse, gipase. The Jews, you know. Or and hold means, but holy Hungarian means moon. So you know, Clovis. Clovis was called like this, so has the moon name, but was called just like Louis. But if you go to Wiki, I guess they're not counting as a, you know, when they say how many Louis's friends had, you know. They just count from, I don't know, some 9th century, which was written by Hungarians. I don't know. But Clovis also said Louis, so you can go to. Interesting that there was whatever. Clodwig also, Clodovicus. There was say Louis also, man. Let's see if Louis again is son. General called Louis one. No, that is it. Clovis, 5th king of France. Here he very made up on. Here was king. Oh, 5th. Who was the before? Claudio is before who dies when Attila dies, so there was. So again, the Hun and whatever you can see, it was called Clovis. Was called Louis also. Louis says soleil even in French, solis in Latin is sun. So again, some dark and light. So you know that black wing and black is go together. Raven is black wing directly, you know, it's crazy. Stepan is dark sunny Hungarian. Ooh. But Pan is already feather again. Hunyadi name can be cannot in Turkish. Anecdotes and anunax is put that together. Gives the kunnen letters in Vaxolar cannot is wing in Turkish. You know. I wanted to say, you know, Joe Hunyadi is Valakian origin, but he's white knight. This is easy because, you know, black in French. That's how I said in Italian. Oh, fucking. Hungarian says Fahir, which is the Europe name, Arab name, Hebrew name, Hyperborean name. But of course, the Hungarian language is. Hungarian language should be taught in every country, not as obligatory, let's say, oh, why to learn, you know. But as if you want, you know, to give it the possibility, but not even because it's dangerous, because especially for Eastern European, Western European to learn Eastern European languages, especially the Hungarian. But there's also probably, you can see that some names have a sense in Slavic, you know, or Turkish is also not Chinese. So it's in fact some European language, I would say, you know. Bianco, they say. Bianco, woman name is a white. Ora, Bianco and illetter can be Hungarian, for example. It's a Y letter. This is also Y letter, but this is Y, and the Y sometimes is like, you know, or this looks like, you know, yeah. Bianco is la blanco in French. Those Latin languages are invented, so or they are put that together with pieces of other languages. I don't know what to say. So you know, I just wanted to know, Joe Hunyadi is black. Everything is black around Hunyadi. Hunyadi when in Hungarian sleeps out, and but he's white knight, so I don't know why he's white. I just see that if white is always in many cases the opposite appears also, you know, in the same names or things or how to say. Pole, again, North Pole. When it's somewhere time the sun not goes down, so it's light always. Wallachia, so Wallachia can be also black, it can be white, like a PPF interchange. Hungary is black, a slipped out, extinguished country, the Hunye, you know. But it was called a Pannonia. The Pan reverse, read it back was his fucking son, you know. So sun extinguished, like here, look. Ooh, come on. So Joe Hunye enters in picture, yes, when it crown. Crown also, you know. And look, and they give back to Hungary, the crown. Dat Hungarian crown back from America, or let's say USA. Wiki, no, not a separate wiki for this. Yeah, oh, yeah, I wanted, yes, step also crown, crown has the black, oh, right, it started. Crown has the black woorden, Slavic, has the wing also if you want. It's Phoenix Mag, the Phoenix was anyway, so what I said already is Phoenix correct. Cornerstone or some shit, you know. And but Krone is in Greek or Latin is Stephanus, so like a Stefan name. But which is again, set it, and dark and sun in Hungary, you know. Crazy. More than crazy. Here is not, let's see, Stefan. Protected from German, my fucking ass it was a ritual. Two books, let's say. Let's see if I find Hungarian Carpathian Basin is also round, crown is round, the sun is round, moon is round. 33 years later, they give it back to what was taken in 45 after war, right? 33. Wait the fuck. 21 year later, sun eclipse, America. 20, 23 years late, 23 years also is adding, so it's connected to America hit by Islam, by World Trade Center. It's connected to Hungarian crown back in Hungary. Now I don't know which is the real story. Let's see, 33 years. Well, yeah, 33 years will give 2011. Again, 33 goes to 2044. 46 we have Nibiru. 40 we have Phoenix, Jason. Whatever I'm almost finding what the fuck? What the fuck? Here. See, here is to translate this, where I put the videos. Once click on Greek and always puts the first, but I don't search fucking Greek, man. I know that is not always. So based on Krone, I say the wiki. So the topic, the Hungarian crown was so well known in USA, probably BS. The two Roman writers wrote some adventure roman about this. One is Anto for a Gypsy. But look, crown is fucking black, you know. Gypsies are brown, so black. Brown like Varna, you know. But I put that Varna. And the other is Regina Rose. They like these double sounding names. Force the Shadow. Shadow again, you know, darkness, whatever. Ungar negere, even a magyar name means Amurgi Romania, so merege, it means west. You know, Romanian Amurge means west. Came Hungary, Krone came back to Hungary from west. From Amurge. Die Magals, Magyars, you know. Twilight is what the fuck, not evening. Oh yeah, it's not exactly, but whatever. It came to the force the shadow, what the fuck to say, you know. You know? I fucking parasites, man. Yeah. Holy fuck. It's about that, man. And plus you look at Jason with anunax stuff, Jason's number that enki came from America to America, and he says anunax were white, so that's why I was thinking too. Joe hunyadi can be black, but he was called John Blancos, so white John the White, or a white knight. Lovag Ungarum is knight. Knight again has the darkness, night, right? Twilight, after twilight. Here we have on the dead day of Joe hunyadi, so is a huge SM. Nobody, those who are specialists in this issue, they're high exactly on the fucking dead day of Joe hunyadi. We have hunyadi, but of course, then there should be applied the Hungarian language that hunyadi means darkening, how to say, a sleeper. And with Jason stuff, Jason is right, look. Hunyadi center in picture, I don't, so Krovne, Hungarian Krovne, I started to say, but Krovne means Stephanus with Stephanus the first king, and Krovne similar to Corvin name. Again, you know, so the first and the last big Hungarian king was Wallachia, Romania, let's say, but not that many fucking darkening or some shit, you know. And the crown is Stephanus in Greek, but Corona crown in other languages. Let's see, Steph. Look, crown Garland, Hungarland. Origin of Greek word Stephanus. Bono, reward, and all that shit. You know? Stepan Panem is feather, Cerny, Tsarny, Polish Cheshire is black, Sun is wing, Meadow wings. Yeah, well, wait a minute, so I go to the chrono, but I wanted to something here. So yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, so 440. So one Hungarian holy krone, roe, even the crow, with blackbird also, the small air brother of raven, right? Or hollow, raven in Hungarian. Hollow is means schizore, similar to Caesar name. Matthias Corvinus, the only one who was depicted with the laurel of Caesars, you know. One on the hand and the Holala there was means dead, similar word, but hollow in English, you know, pit, trench and shit, hollow earth. Look me what the fuck I wanted. I wanted to say the ring. Yeah, ring is also a circle. Hunyadi story, the raven stole the ring and shit. Well, I don't know what. So whatever, the Hungarian holy crown stolen, interesting, stolen this also, and the ring was stolen in Hunyadi story. First time in history and taken to Vienna, but Vienna is famous fucking large. So darkness, as you can see. And also here on this day, yeah, the crown was stolen at night. At night again. On February 20. Which today they put the feast day of first Hungarian leader Almos. Almos just literally means sleeping fucking Hungarian. Or similar to omlásról means collapse, you know. So again, some end shit. And also in this year, February 23 or 27, whatever, Fische zodiac, Fische Hungarian means said hall, but hall also means dice. And also, February is the last dead month, let's say, because the winter time everything is dead, right? Last crazy. Nobody puts these things, man. Me just like a fucking stupid crazy with like city present. I'm not unfortunately because you are versed in some science, whatever, at least of philosophy or linguistics or astrology or mathematics, so it's more easier. He's born his son, Matthias, mate, like faded color, or a check, mate, and he's grown it in this year, Czech boat has 8 or 8, his last battle is here, like the white race and Hitler, right? Fucking, and this is other was Phoenix there, Jason, attention. Phoenix, like I say, Phoenix deleted, light deleted. Means the Phoenix, so Jason said the Phoenix darkens the sun. And this year is this is close to that number which is Blissy is the Exodus, just saying. So Ayu, who is in Latin text, so like Jehovah, or peace, that's a symbol that Austria will rule the world and shit, And tussen busy we have the Jews. Yeah, what happens in 40? Hunyadi enters in picture, so John Hunyadi, his son is born, and Hungarian crown is stolen. Which one is given back, fucking, against some darkness, 2 books is written. This is whiteness, light, even racist maybe, I don't fucking know. Yeah, so get to Clovis, so this happens, which is again, lights and shit and I don't know. Almost with described the first Hungarian leader described in Anonymous Chronicle, also with black eyes and blackface. What the fuck, blackface and black eyes? So everybody in Hungarian history, if you look, first pagan leader is black, first Christian king is black, because they say same as Valachian origin, Valachian similar to black, or anyway, in Hungarian stay dark, pan, no sun, and the last big Hungarian king also is black, because Raven is Hunyadi, the strip is black arm is whatever, But the first leader is also black. In many cases, it's impossible talking about the center of Europe, man, Or if they want to say Europe was black, or brown, or Arab, or Gypsy, or I don't fucking know, But probably was not, It's interesting, like I said, Europe, fehér Hungarian is white. Only Hungary, Europe has the white name. So Hezleder can disappear, right? Like Hungary, so not what. And remains the PBVF intentions, so you have the letters, Europe. And this is said by a language which is called Hungarian, which has the negre, which Latin means black. You can see the twists. Hungarians are not European, but only in their language Europe is white. Meaning in sense that on the other hand, which is a continent which is inhabited and probably was always, I don't know, by whites, But only Hungarian, but they say Hungarians not Europeans. Not Hungarians, not their language. Their language, not their language. It's crazy. Plus they have the negre name, but in Latin. So it's about something else, but it's Rupe is strange, so we are back to hollow or I don't know. Yeah, and that chrono, this you saw that. Further goes down to here interesting first siege of Belgrade by Turks, Belgrade, Belgrade, which is not defended by Hunyadi in this year. They put in this year also. Hunyadi defends Belgrade here, but it's a chronology difference between 2 chronologies, Byzantine and Alexandrian, and I observed that they're using this. Probably there was also Hunyadi. So they're pushing, like Fomenko or Helibert Illig or They're using some certain eras and invent other stories, but it's the same story. Så begravd skole sin gi du nume singe or songi fucking Ungarn is enak. So la fucking enki. You know? So hunyadi not here that is at Belgrade is most famous battle, which Belgrade is called enki. Here enki came, but it's still a siege of Belgrade. Yeah, I should put that here between other, you know. Belgrade by Ottomans. It'd be half movement. Right? Again, it's something else, not the Ottomans, man. For fuck's sake, you know. Ah, holy shit, man. The darkening, man. Like here. Half moon is half sun is when you half moon, you know. Ah, it's fine. So here this chrono, and further goes down too, with 1 year off. The avar-huns interesting if I entered in a chrono, so I said already white. Which was this? Minus. What the fuck was my eye? Yeah, that. Well, let's cheat fucking 1 year, man. Because, like I said, Sigil Belgrade is put there, I can show, so not be a singer. Only you must translate, because. What the fuck? Oh, look here. Landor Fireward, they say in Hungarian, whatever. Fireward means white castle, Landor, I don't know. So here is the siege of Barturs of Belgrade in this year. So it is the biggest military book. Here again says for this year, you know. You can see the same words. So I can cheat 1 year. So it's just looking numbers, right? 4411. Goes here with avar-huns, because I already said whites. Avar-huns enter in, let's say, Europe in a constant, let's write like this, but Hungarian language is prohibited, so you don't think about sun. Constant I, nope, with sun, pole, something, North Pole, and access and all that shit, you know. But avar-huns, they say the avares. So we are back to PPVF intelligence, so we have the F letter in there, so which is here is Hungarian word. And interestingly, the avar-huns are associated sometimes with heftalites, otherwise similar to Nephilim, who are connected to anunnakis. Jesus said anunnakis are white, right? Who are said white huns, you know. Let's see. Heftalites. We went to Wikipedia. So how many fucking fucking letters you put there? You know? So avar in Hungarian also means white. Seems a little bit forced if you take like that, but it's not fucking forced. If Santos say that PPVF can interchange, for fuck's sake. You know? Anunnakis white, John hunyadi white knight, belloi, blanke, but at the same time, you know, says the root word of black. Slavic has the root word of belloi, is white, but has the black also. Again, you know. But interesting for a second, wait a minute, because the Nephilims are later, I don't know these Anunnaki things, you know, these science fiction things, how to say. Only I know which are Jason says the chronology and 1-2 things I saw on Wikipedia and that's it. I don't read it about Anunnakis, Pleiades or UFOs. But I guess Nephilims are mixed race or some shit. Gods and the humans. But they also push it like negative, you know. Anunnakis are dark fucking Nephilim means what? anunax. Jason not said that anunax is for giants, but he said they were beings. And he said also they were like us. And those world which is not is real, and our world is just simulation, and those who live in the real world, they are like us also. And they are the whites, anunax is saying. Caucasian. All, not says they are the mixed race. Option, huh? Origin natural dispute song without the book of Enoch. We view them as offspring of rebellious angels and humans. So it is about offspring, birth. You look on the fucking avar artifacts. It's full with woman, bird, and all that shit, here. Okay. Griffon goes up, woman is pregnant. Here you can even have 6 teeth. Avars are Nephilims, but if they are mixed or not, I don't know. But interestingly, if we transform, let's say, in a Northern Eurasian story, here we are mixed, or let's say Central Asia is mixed, because mostly the Turkish people live there, who mostly, I guess, are like white Chinese Mongolid race mixed race, or just Mongolic. I don't know, so, But as you see, the whole world history is written anti-white, and I'm not even exaggerating. So, here is where the fuck? Look here, pregnant woman, and then there is another one. But there's another one also, I guess I saw in this. This look. You cannot see this. It has 8 teeth. But whatever is fucking woman, man, fuck's sake, right? It goes up. Enki goes to heaven, or I don't know. Jesus or heaven. Griffon name similar to crash. In French. Which means nurse, like when the newborn babies are put there, Because here would be a little bit forced again, but see this. Griffon, right? If I say Griffon, we have to know which is woman. So we have the grief in fact. If I like grief, and the S letter, in all their books was written like the small F letter, but also the down part curved like up, and was not drawn with this horizontal line. The other was the F letter is also airy letter, like you can say again until you have air, like the S or a sh, So grief, and again, Gekko had the same. It's fucking crash, But here you must put the gref, and here you put the, instead of call, you put the g. So not gref. Grief. Grief, what means in English? It means something negative, I guess. Like if you want something with is a mourning, like a pain or a, wait a fucking minute. Sorrow, mourning, pain, sadness and shit. But I don't know. Sadness, enki, oh yeah, grief, pain, Hungarian say pain, like so. Hungarian kin is means agony. Let's put Romania. Kin was torment against our pain, But Tsuno, Latin means pussy. Vagina. But similar to fucking son. So this griffon, what means the griffon? Let's go back. Pain, kin, pain. Grief is pain in English. Pain and pannonia. Pain, pannonia was called Hungary before. So pain, no, Nia, Nune, called sun is when in full power. Nopi Sana and pain. So Hungary is something again, Jesus land or something. Nu is woman. Nu is woman. Woman in pain. When the fucking woman is, if it's not beaten, when has the biggest pain? When she gives fucking birth, man, fuck's sake, you know? So enki, kine, I wanna say, right? Oh, holy fuck, man. Look, man, so again, this chrono, I'm not even entered the Clovis. Jason's number enki cans from America to America. Sumer, some more pain, what say this? Said also. Some more fucking Hungaram is said. But said Bush also. George Bush, right? But the samurais, we call it Bushy also. What the fucking samurais? Ah, Simeko, some more Cimmerian, Scythians, Norde, whatever, the story. Sumerians and Americans or those, right? Of the Moors, Rome, whatever. So the grief goes to avar-huns or anunax, let's say, I made already avars, anunax, coming to Europe, number, goes to black or white hunyadi enters in picture, Hungarian from taken, eye of appears, but close to that eye of Jehovah, BC 1447 Jews. 14 is number of whites again in Nazi things, you know. Oh, I hold it. So Joe Hunyadi, and then we go through that sun eclipse, it must be important anyway. If probably those who are, you know, with hermetics, all this occult or some, you know, things that they're taking in consideration, how to say. Goes up to fucking enki, Jason. If Jason says right, he's right. I don't know. You know. First is op B-graden, simulator enki nemen. Right. Right. Singi dunu fucking sing song Ungaran enax like enki nemen. Or if I say kine, the agony or pain or shit, bleeding, or bleed, grad. Son was bleeding, you know. It's crazy. So it goes to this avar-huns, white-huns in fucking write it all there, what on? Not write it down yet. Holy fuck. Anyway, not write again, minus those. Here I cheat one year because I can. Because avar, tahir, white-huns in Europa, which also means white name. Enki anunax whites, hun, den deel Joe hunyadi darkening, so darkening. Hunyadi cannot, John Enoch Eanor similar fucking again. John Enki Enoch Noah same. But who is white or black, Joe hunyadi. He enters in picture, Hungarian from taken, Begral Sijet, his son, Raven, who is the only one who later, a poet calls him, calls Matthias Corvinussen, that not even, not in every century is born a Phoenix. You know? Where the fuck I said Matthias fucking, you know, this. Who dies when America is, 2 years later, America is discovered again. So again, America story, you know, but the reverse was not from there somebody, but from here somebody. Close to Hispania, Pan again, Pain, Nofsane, close to Morocco and all those Arab lands, you know, where is Phoenix is called the palm tree. California, Florida also has palm trees probably. California, caliphate in the southern western tip of Europe, and California, southern western tip of America. USA. Crazy. Alright, so again, it's but I saw here something, man. Oh, man, wait a minute. Yeah, I was thinking, And how the fuck is it? The first Nazis, in fact, the brown shirts, no? Brown shirts were not the predecessors of the Nazis. Look here. Was the original Paramount Rad of Hitler and the Nazi Party played him the so before SS, because SS was founded on a shoots fail or what the fuck is I don't know. Fucking heck. It's founded on 23 shocktroepen. Hier, security stormbattalion, shocktroepen. Here, very interesting Phoenix Day. But the SS is a thunderstorm, electricity man, is some lightning. They say now here, and they put like here, April 4, whatever. It's here, you know. So I was thinking probably, you know, all these numbers, because you know the white race must be protected, To see again, a new connection again, with hunyadi, but I don't enter again. Here, Battle of Varna, so let's put Varna also. And the first I wanted to say, they were the brown shirts. I give it me this, here. You know? It's interesting, we have the brown woorden. Varna in Ungarn is brown. Look here. November 10 or September 10. Battle of Varna, Brown of John Hunyadi lost first battle. Two brown shirts when were made. Fucking 4 years before. What's the big idea? For a white race, right? Double 88 is Hitler. Fucking heck. Brown shirts, Varna botte brown. Here something. Stefan of Hungary born. So again the dark sun name. Here that was 40, where the fuck is so 476 is the Roman Empire and the in were fucking Raven. Here, but I'll put that with SS or whatever. So now came in my head that the Borno, brown correction also. Brown shirts or what the fuck, whatever. Brave, interesting, brown. Looks sounds like Raven, brave. The brave Hungarian battery again. Those were again denigrated. But with SS a fucking number. Let's go again, or I put already open it. No, where the fuck is it, man? But even this fucking goes to Stefan, man, fuck's sake. So SS minus your white race and everything. It's white race number double it gives Hitler. Goes to make Clovis, the Merovingian Krovneri. Finally, I want to say this, you know. SS founded, white race protected or whatever. SOS, if you want. Varna battle, but number is white race plus, if you double this, goes to when Hitler, you know. Number, Hitler's number, goes to Mero Unites Frankish tribes, like Hitler also, you can say that he wanted to unite the Germans or whatever. You know? Merovinge, first king, Clovis is a king, like you saw in sources. His name came again, Louis, his son, Clodovec was holding Hungary Moon. Lovasi Hungarian his horseman there was. Kölle inte, Kali Romanen his horse. Columbus name also. I don't know. But look, go went up to zero. Let's put again. Look. Oh yeah, so SS, because the number of bottle looks like this. Borno, brown, and here 4 years before, there are Nazis also a brown shirt. So not SS. And here Meroving, but Mero, like I said, Moreno is Spanish is dark, Nero in fucking Italian is black. And yet the Nazis were race, white race, but they wore black clothes, no? I guess mostly. So white, but black sun mythology or what the fuck was it? I don't know. Ah, Clovis the Meroving something darker. Meroving America again, so you can, Clovis people first in America. So American stories European. Probably how the bars were cleaned out from North America. Jason said that enki anunax came from there. They were whites, so goes to here. Which interesting. So Clovis. Clovis is not baptized here, but in case of Clovis, in every 50 years happens something. Like I said, there are two chronology eras, Alexandrian and Byzantine. The difference is like, holy fuck, how is it? Like this, and it's like this, I guess. 15 camps, yeah. And with the falsifying, this was observed by the source Heribert and the Hungarian one. They're pushing with the different eras, even different peoples. They're pushing these eras, like differences, how to say, Like Seleucid era is 312, Alexander's era in Babylon does 323, and after 323 years, for example, you have another similarity, So that's why they're doubling. So probably, in case of Clovis, is when he was born, he king, he baptized, and died, is the same fucking thing, He was born, I saw sources for that, so he was born here, became king here, baptized here, and died here. 15 years. So what I want to say, where is the chrono? Or why I started to say this. But yeah, so in this case, hearing at Clovis is not baptizing or Christianizing, how to say, like in the 96. But, became king. In case of Hungarians here, father of Stefan, so who is they call it Geza. Gezu is Jesus, Latin provinces, saying. So Geza, Prince Geza, say the great prince, father of Stefan, the dark sun name. I saw in Chronicle and I translated, but only 2 minor chronicles say, I saw, at least provided in other chronicles, that, I don't know, goes again, pagan idols, and goes to Christianized, so takes the first steps to be Christianized or some shit, Here again, something like this, case of Hungarians, what means Christianity again? What conversion we should know, Golden Age thing, something, whatever. Third development goes to fucking Jesus. Here is 1 year off. That's what this fucking Christianized. Himself, because Hungary said was Christianized in 1000, but fucking ever, not what is. Here Clovis is king, here is Christianized, but I wanted to say in these 15 years that probably they're pushing here and there, because this came with this also, So that already similar with Clovis is baptized here by some Bishop Remigius. It's called New Constantine, there was, so a sapphire is said also, so. Crazy. Now, black coated white dress protector SS, also some black sun occupied with this also. Goes to black or white hunyadi's first lost bigger battle at this date, but Varna has the Varna name, Hungarian brown. Hunyadi was, like I said, or Valak black or blank white. This has the white race number, double gives Hitler's number. And even this has, if you Glove is the first metal wing. The metal is again wing again. Hunyadi can be Joe Hunyadi's first. Hunyadi's first lost big battle. Hunyadi can be cannot vinga said, but Cerni in Slavic is wing, but Sani fucking Hungarian is wing. Where I said. You know? Phoenix or some Jazz said that some authors say that the Phoenix is depicted with sun wings, sun and wings. But sun again, not in Hungarian written back was Pane, or the Stepan name. It's already feather in fucking Romania. Sun is winged, Cerny black like a crown again. Metal wing, you know, there. Now goes down this chrono. You put up that, you know, what the fuck is it? Clovis also, so again, Clovis, you know. Clovis is first people in America, but here in Europe is with his metal wing. The same fucking thing. But Indians in America, if you take that they are the originals, they're not black wings, they're white wings. Mary, you know. And this goes to enki med av their voice. Also. Heftalities are the Nephilims. If they are mixtures or something, but it's connected to anunax, or you know, something, a book of enki, rebels, giants or what fucking else, so it's some prehistory goes, you know. Nephilim is the Heftalites. Already went, oh. Ah, fuck. Alright. Hier in fact demystifies the Hungarian history. He says the source who was the first contemporary, so not even just later invented. Contemporary says that somewhere, I don't know what. He even gives the source who is first in the time of Hunyadi, says a white knight. Fictive, look, they say fictive, fictitious, legendary. Gives the source, but after this he said that he was not wanted to say the white knight. You know, it's crazy, man, how they don't give those two coins about us, man, you know. The mockery is... but because we are mentally pushed down, so nobody thinks... some Wavrin is the source of first said, French, whatever. He says in somewhere that even in Chronicles say like that at the Battle of Varna, which has the brown name, like I said, but det var bara hur jag finner sig förra fire nu. Crazy, wait a minute. Varna i Hungarian brown, but were avar-huns were the avar-huns heftalities or Nephilims. We call it avares, similar again Arab name, European name, Hebrew name, Hyperborean name. Hungarian fehér, white, Asian can disappear, so remains the fur. But people we have vintage, so we have only F and R letter, right? So the part of Varna word, var is avar. Let's say white, fehér. You know? And now, I don't know, short word in Hungarian, nu is means woman. One on the hand, and for some reason, I don't know why, in Hungarian said for woman, fehér nép. Means white whose people. That's right, what people would say, you know. But I don't know why we say for women like white people. You know, neep is people, not his son of their wives, so children of the sun, Jesus said. So Barn has the brown goes to connection with brown shirts almost. But if one goes to SS, more exactly, goes down to Clovis, Barrow again, darkening, you know, is a king. First unifier of Franks, France also are Germanics if you want. So Varna in fact, I don't know, so Bate is about Bate, so the modern creation stories reverted as Bate, so that's it, avar-huns in Byzantium. Look, almost gives the fucking Hungarians in Hungary. Let's see, look. Let's take the Phoenix fucking number of J's. Plus 3 years, 2 days of conventional date for Hungarian coming. Minus 3 years, 889, 88. In Western Chronicles, Hungarian coming. Phoenix. And Joe Hunyadi in this year says that he passed his 61 years. So that means when he died here, 69 years. The double-head, 69 years, double-head gives just a small Phoenix cycle. But he had 60 years in Nibiru. Nibiru's present is 60 years. 60 other was 6 again. Birth or war or what the fuck. And with Jason, I had some Nibiru connection. Nibiru appears in busy number. Goes out 60 years. Fucking hell. Joe Hunyadi has 60 years here, let's say, right? Exodus of Jews, who Jason said the Israelites were whites otherwise. And I heard from some American Nazis also they said the Israelites in Bible is about whites. Joe Hunyadi has 60 years, or let's say, past said, already has the. And Nibiru after 60 years goes out in busy number. Goes a Buddha priest dies, and I had some crazy, but it was so fucking clear minded. So Hunyadi is Nibiru, Hunyad again, that's English. Nibiru, Boro Ungar, and it's cloudy again, some dark, you know. But he's lived half of the jazz of small Phoenix cycle number, 69 years. And before him, Sigismund of Luxembourg, Lux Leiter, he also lived 69 years. And the first big king, Hungary, Stefan, also lived 69 years. You know, Corvinus lived 50 or 47. The 47 also connects to something else. It is 47 here in 1047, Joe Hunyadi has a 60 year. Het is about birth, but birth in sense of astrology, moon and sun and Nibiru and Phoenix is I don't know. Avar-huns again seems that they are white. Huns really, not me saying this, written said. But the anunax number, and this is crazy, the first one, you know. Enki, I said all these things. Avar-huns in Europe. Avar-huns in Europe, then Jason said that here, this number, enki and anunax came from catastrophe toward America to America. I already put it out to question, but what the fuck if they were whites, what they bothered to enter in Mediterranean area, that narrow place, you know, and after they go down to brown peoples, because Jason said the Sumerians were called blackhead people. The Anunnakis were whites, and they suffered a catastrophe in America. America also has to be a dark name. Why don't they came to Europe, but there was which have a white name in Hungarian only. Goes with Hungarian things also. If there were whites, so if you are, I don't know, white in a country and you have catastrophe, you probably can go anywhere if they let you in, you know, Arab lands or black lands or China, whatever. But mostly you go to your kin or those similar peoples like you, right? So they're coming from America, but they go to fucking Sumer. Yes, because every fucking history is put there that happened there, only there. Here in middle of Europe, with the Hungarians are not existed. No, not even, no kingdom existed until Hungarians. And it's mental fucking illness. Hungarian history is falsified. It not just means the Hungarians are fucked with this, but all Europe is, you know. So why not, I want to say, why not enki came to Europe? And in fact, from here you can deduce that he came here, and avars are coming from Central Asia again. And I said all these nomad invasions from East Asia to Europe for 1,000 years is BS. Even Jason first comment which he liked with heart, Jason, my comment was this when I wrote this. You know, like that, you know, that all these nomad invasions from East are BSs. But it seems that it is an invasion, or not invasion, but coming from west, so not east. Anunax whites, hunyadi white or black, appears in picture. Even here, blackness again. Goes to avars in Europe number. Whites in white. Europe is white, avar-huns are white. Whites in white. Goes to the number, and in enki comes here, but not here, but in Sumer. So he came to Europe. Even I saw a book. If I made already enki name similar to same with Noah name, with his Jonah, you know. But not right here enki. Are you here? It's a book also you can find it. Travels of Noah in Europe. Travels in. So Richard Lynch, I guess. Not even put that on they don't put these things because it was more easy accessible on Google Books, but it's put that somewhere else. And here you can already also download here. Or I don't know here, but I could download it. Yeah, I put that here. No, somebody look. Arabs have access to this shit, but the whites no. So what fucking come on man, Google Books throw and shit. So you know, even you know, and also Jess has a video when in fact says that Noah not landed on Ararat, which is close to Scythians, Caucasus again, you know, Caucasians. But from there went to America. So whatever is can be both versions, but Europe, you know, I wanted to show that even a version talks about traverse of Noah Europe. You know. Alright, what did like to give man, fuck's sake.